No siemanko, dzień dobry, witam Was wszystkich bardzo serdecznie. Michał Michalski z tej strony. Dzisiaj mam dla Was wywiad z CEO KEYSTONE, czyli portfela sprzętowego. Dla mnie jeden z najlepszych portfeli na rynku, a dowiemy się z tego wywiadu, czym się ostatnio zajmują, jakie nowe funkcje będą implementować i jaką promocję przygotowali dla nas na Black Friday. Także tradycyjnie, nie przeciągając, zapraszam na intro! So you can introduce yourself and tell us a little bit more what you do for KEYSTONE.
Okay. Hello, everyone. And hello, Michael. Thanks so much for having me. My name is Li Xin. I'm the CEO of KEYSTONE Hardware Wallet. Personally, I've been in the crypto space for over 10 years. And in the last around 8 years, less than 8 years, I was building the hardware wallet called KEYSTONE. And in early next year, we're celebrating our 8th birthday for KEYSTONE. Yeah, so that's my role. And also I'm a father and I love outdoor sports. Yeah, that's me, BC. Nice to meet you.
What's your favorite outdoor sport?
I love rock climbing. Rock climbing is my favorite.
Oh, when I was living in Norway, I do a lot of trekking. So
Trekking, hiking. My first is rock climbing. The second is kayaking. I do kayaking and rock climbing.
So let's come back to KEYSTONE. In my opinion, one of the best wallets on the market right now. But
Thank you.
Could you tell us more to my audience in the nutshell how KEYSTONE sets apart from the other hardware wallets like Ledger or Trezor? Beyond the R-gapped or the QR codes, what makes the difference?
Okay. So I think that's a great question. I really love that question, and I'm so happy to explain that what are the standing point of myself and what are the standing point of the team to how see us differentiated from brands like Ledger and Trezor. I think for comparing with Trezor, it's very easy to answer because for Trezor, they are not very into altcoins. Trezor is built by Satoshi Labs, and they are very, very into Bitcoin. So until now, their focus is Bitcoin. So they support other altcoins by the contribution from the community, and that's always not like a full support or very deep support. So. And also, Trezor is smaller than Ledger. The reason behind this is that Trezor, they missed the DeFi summer, which is in 2018 and 2019. And that makes Trezor different from all the other hardware wallets from Ledger, from us. So Trezor is the only hardware wallet that not that into altcoin. So that's for Trezor. For comparing KEYSTONE with Ledger, that's a very interesting topic because I think from my perspective, I think from product wise, we can see there are many differences comparing KEYSTONE and Ledger. For example, KEYSTONE, we have QR code. For example, KEYSTONE, we support 3 recovery phrases in one device. For KEYSTONE, we support some coins very deeply. For example, Zcash, we support shielded address for Zcash, and we support all other stuff. We support Solana very thoroughly. So from product-wise, you can see many differences comparing KEYSTONE and Ledger. But today, I think I love the question because I wanted to explain to you from the fundamental level why KEYSTONE and Ledger is so different. The answer is quite easy. If we look into Ledger is a huge company right now. And I know there are 3 co-founders of Ledger, and I know 2 of them. And right now, 3 co-founders, only 1 of them is still in Ledger company. The other co-founders, they all left, which means that the Ledger is changing from a product company, a company from the community, into more like a commercial company. So we always hear the saying that Ledger is trying to become the Apple in the crypto community. But that's a good signal, but that's also a bad signal, which means that Ledger is becoming a commercial company rather than a product company. Commercial company means that they are chasing revenue, they are chasing profit, they wanted to make money for their stakeholders. And sometimes there is some kind of conflict between the interest of the stakeholders and the interest of the users. And that's why they have the service that you pay $10. I don't remember the exact number, but you pay about $10 per month, and then you can hand over your recovery phase to another third-party service. And recently, they also launched a service that you pay some money for the multi-sig. But there are a lot of like free multi-sig services there that are open source, that are reliable there. But they are a commercial company, which means that they need to make sure that their stakeholders are satisfied. But for Keystone, we're totally different. Keystone, until now, Keystone is a private company. It's owned by me and my partner because we don't want it to be affected by the investors. We don't want to be affected by those people who push us that, hey, Lixin, you need to make your company public. You need to make Keystone bigger and bigger. You need to make Keystone that revenue, triple your revenue every year, this kind of pressure. So from our perspective, we're also the user of Keystone. From our perspective, user is, so we're fully standing with our user, which means that every decision, so I'm explaining from the commercial level, which is from the founding team level, the difference between Keystone and Ledger. So from our perspective, every decision we make should be benefit the users rather than benefit from the revenue, benefit from the profit. If we can benefit the users, then we are for sure that we will have more revenue, we will have more profit. So the priorities of two companies, they're different. So we put users first, but Ledger, they put their interest of their stakeholders, or they put revenue, they put profit first. I think these two things make our two companies different fundamentally. Yeah, so that's my explanation, and I think that will change it will change a lot of things. It will change your decision making. It will change your priorities. It will change how you treat your users. It will change that how you try to build your team, everything. So that's the fundamental difference. Keystone always stand with our users.
I like your answer, and I like also that Keystone is listening to their users.
Yep.
Always when there are coming some changes, you usually put a poll on the Twitter and you really implement it afterwards.
Yes.
So
yes.
When it comes to your biggest milestones over the past year, and what's the top priority of the development roadmap coming up?
Okay. So for the last year, I think some biggest milestone, the first is with support. I think there are several things we've done very, very good. The first is we support Solana thoroughly, then we support Cardano thoroughly, then we support Zcash thoroughly. Here, support thoroughly, I mean, we can sign every transaction, every different type of transaction of that blockchain. So for Cardano, I don't remember exact blockchain. For some blockchain, there are tens of different types of transactions you need to sign. And also we try to make all those signings as clear as possible. So that is the thing we've done in the last 7 years. And also another big milestone in the last 12 months is we launched Keystone Nexus, which is our software wallet, and also which is our focus in the next 12 to 18 months, our software wallet, Keystone Nexus. And in the early days, we were popular among the professional users because Keystone got integrated with MetaMask, Keystone got integrated with Backpack, with other software wallet very thoroughly. So professional users really love us. But in the last 2 years, we see a clear trend that those non-professional users, they are starting to use hardware wallet. Here, professional users, I'm talking about the users who are dealing with DeFi, who are dealing with NFT on a weekly or even daily basis. Here, non-professional users, I mean, they just buy some Bitcoin, buy some Ethereum, buy Solana, buy Cardano, and maybe they just hold for some time. And they deal with their crypto on a monthly basis or maximally on a weekly basis. So for those users, they don't need like complicated features like, oh, I need to sign a transaction to stake my Ethereum, but they need features that are very simple, which is sending and receiving, and maybe sometimes they do some swaps. I think before 2024 or before 2023, those users, they are just using software wallet. But in the last 2 years, the industry is growing so fast and people's crypto assets are growing so fast. So for those non-professional users, they started to use hardware wallet. And if Keystone didn't have a software wallet, we will lose those users. Those users, some of them, they really love Keystone. They hear good stuff about Keystone from their friends, and then they buy Keystone. But when they receive Keystone, they see that they have to use Keystone with different software wallet to manage their Bitcoin, manage their Ethereum, manage Solana, and then they are not satisfied. So they came to us saying that, hey, Lixing, can you make a software wallet which is simple to use, just sending and receiving, or just some easy swaps, or maybe fiat on-ramp and off-ramp? And we need such a software wallet. We love your hardware wallet. We love the touch screen. We love everything. We love the 3 recovery phrase. We love everything. But we need a simple software wallet help me to like a one-stop solution for me to manage all my crypto assets. So that's the reason several months ago, we launched the Keystone Nexus, which is our software wallet. So those are the big milestones. We support some blockchain thoroughly, and also we launched our own software wallet.
That was actually my next question to ask you about app development. But I remember that I think you've been one of the first hardware wallets who implement integration of mobile MetaMask. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah. We're the very first hardware wallet integrated with MetaMask Mobile.
So when it comes to Keystone Nexus, what can users look forward to the next update? What are the features coming?
Okay. So I think last month in October, we launched the support for BSC blockchain on Keystone Nexus. And right now we're working on ZEC. We are working on Zcash support for Keystone Nexus. And in the next, I think at least in the next 12 months, the very first priorities for Keystone Nexus is adding more blockchains. Because right now for Keystone hardware wallet, we support hundreds of blockchains. If you include those EVM blockchains into that, we support hundreds of blockchains. But on software wallet side, on Keystone Nexus, we only support a handful of blockchains, which is not making our users satisfied. So in the next 12 months, the most important thing for us for Keystone Nexus is more blockchain support. And as I mentioned earlier, for Keystone Nexus, we are not making this software wallet for professional users, which means that we may even don't put like Ethereum staking as a high priority for Keystone Nexus, but we will try to make new blockchain support at the very high priority. We will try to make the sending and the receiving user experience very, very good. For that thing, if you wanted to polish that to the top notch of the community of the industry, it's not an easy job. So you need to make sure that every transaction is successful. You need to make sure that every transaction happens right on time when you need it. Also, when you receive crypto, you see your receivings every time on time. So that's not an easy job. So we will do that. We'll polish that feature into the top notch of the industry. And then we will also polish the swap feature. So basically, from my perspective, those non-professional users, they need three features. Three features are the biggest features. The first is fiat on-ramp and off-ramp. The second is sending and receiving. The third is swap. So we will focus on these three features. And also we're trying to simplify the user experience of the Keystone Nexus so that we're receiving users who are just getting into hardware wallet, who maybe use software wallet for a long time, but they are just getting into hardware wallet.
As we can see from the price action on ZK Cash, it's getting a lot of interest. And I think that's a good way, since one of the biggest wallet, Exodus, it's quitting supporting ZK Cash. So you can take his place very easily. And when it's coming to Black Friday sale, which is coming, as always, you have been some special offers for the users. Do you gonna have something special this year?
Yeah. Actually, we've been planning the Black Friday for about 1.5 months. We were looking into all the numbers, the traffic. We're also doing user research, asking our customers their expectations about Black Friday in the last 6 weeks. So one key insight from our research is that we see that the traffic to our website starting to grow, not starting from the Black Friday, but weeks before Black Friday, which is early November. So this year, what we will do is that we will run a early bird Black Friday campaign before the Black Friday. So Black Friday is around November the 25th. And we will start, maybe when you release the video, we have started the early bird campaign. So with the early bird campaign, so the Black Friday, you will receive 20% off. You buy the Keystone hardware wallet, 20% off. So the early bird campaign means that you will get 20% off, plus you will get a leather pouch for your Keystone hardware wallet. So we want to give a small incentive for people who make their order earlier so that they don't need to get into the Black Friday, because when the Black Friday happens, everything slows down. For example, you will receive your product maybe one more week. Maybe the shipment takes one more week for the product to reach to you. So we wanted to make sure that our fans or our users, when they see the Black Friday campaign, they don't need to wait until the Black Friday day, but before the Black Friday, they can make their order as an early bird. And the incentive for the early bird, that we give away a leather pouch for every hardware wallet you buy, and also you can enjoy the 20% discount during this period of time.
Any special bundles you are preparing for this day?
For the early bird campaign, we don't have any bundles. We just make discount on the Keystone hardware wallet itself.
Plus the pouch.
But if you wait until the Black Friday, then the 20% off are for all the product, even for the Keystone tablet. But for the early bird, it's just for Keystone hardware wallet.
So I will collect the links from the team and I will include them in the description. I think the leather pouch will be very useful. My wallet actually travels with me for tens of thousands of kilometers. I am taking it everywhere. And no, it doesn't have any specific scratches, or it looks pretty new, I would say, still. After 2 years.
Okay. Cool.
So I think that's all. I asked you everything what I wanted to know. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
Are you planning to visit any crypto events all around the globe?
I would rather spend most of the time with my son. He's 8 years old and he's very, very cute, and I love him so much. I want to spend most of the time with him.
All right, understandable. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Have a great evening.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. Okay.